Hi everyone, how are you? I hope you're having a great day, a great night. My name is Luna, and today I'm going to share with you an intermediate vinyasa flow. All you're going to be needing is body length space and your mat, and positive attitude and energy. So I'll be giving options. If there is an option that you can't, we're going to go for levels, so I'll be saying if your body, and if you're feeling it, if you want a more mellow version of each posture, then you just go ahead and do that. And always follow your intuition, what your body's really telling you what to do. But yeah, other than that, we're just going to really focus on alignment and basic postures today and try to really feel them and be aligned with them. So I'll just give a few more, 2 more minutes to see if anybody else joins for today's class. And please, if you have any questions or there's anything that you would like to know, please let me know. I would love to hear from you, your feedback on how the class feels on your body and how you're feeling through it. So I'm just gonna grab my block here to sit on it while we start our meditation. And just wait for a few more minutes. And we will start. So let's start in a comfortable seated position. Either if you're using your block or not, bring your hands towards your laps and close your eyes. Just connecting and feeling the heaviness of your body, making contact with your mat. Feeling the sensation of the air, how it enters your nostrils and goes down your throat and all the way down to your lungs. How your lungs expand as you inhale and how they contract as you exhale. Start being conscious of the sounds around you. Maybe you can hear the voices of your neighbors, sounds of the cars passing by, sound of the wind, sound of nature, the sounds of the night. Just being really conscious of it without judging. Slowly start zooming in into your own sound. The sound of your breath, the sound of your thoughts. Without judging. And very slowly start taking notice of the energy within you and around you. And let's give an intention to this class. Find something that resonates within your heart and your soul. And send all of the energy that we'll be creating and generating through movement towards that intention. Sending all that love, all the energy towards that person or intention that resonates within your heart. And very slowly start blinking your eyes. Wait until you open them up. And welcome once again after a little centering meditation. If you had a block, you can remove it by now. Set it aside. And you're going to start doing circles with your head towards one side. Connecting with your breath. If you have Ujjayi breathing in your practice, and this is a moment when you start breathing connecting with that Ujjayi breath. And now we change the circles towards the other direction. And we say yes with our head. And we say no. And walk your hands forward. You can slide them forward, bringing your forehead towards the ground. And try to see and feel the heaviness on your hips and your sit bones, like making contact with the mat. Do not lift your hip bones or your hips away from the ground. Rather, keep rooting them down. Just like plugging in your sit bones, your glutes, your quads, your hamstrings, your hips. And very slowly start walking your hands towards your feet. We're going to go into tabletop position, dual forms. So stack your shoulders right up on top of your wrists. Spread your wings hip distance apart. And start doing circles to one side. And you pass all the way to the back of the palms of your hands and then to your fingertips. It's a very nice warm up for the wrists, and it really helps to strengthen the wrists of your hands. And then to the other side. And we come to center, and from here, just gonna start lifting the back part of your palm. So keep all your fingers rooted to the mat, and you only lift the back part of your palm. So we're gonna go for 10, 9, 8, 6, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And now we go back and forth. Connecting with your breath. Try to each movement comes with an inhale or an exhale. Feeling gratitude that you're here, that you gave this time for yourself to move and connect all that you are. Removing and moving, transforming basically any sort of stagnant energy that you might have at this moment. And on the next move, walk your hand one step forward and walk your feet one step backwards and come to tabletop position. And from here, lift your hips towards the sky, pushing your hands and plugging your hands towards the ground. Say yes with your head. Say yes, I showed up today to be present. And say no with your head. Say no, I will not let any energy that's not my energy to bother me today. And slowly start walking your feet towards your hands. And come to forward fold. And as you inhale, start rolling all the way up until we come to standing. And as you inhale, lift your arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, forward fold. Step the right foot backwards, left foot comes next to it, and come to tabletop, to high plank. And on the next exhale, you're going to either bring your knees towards the ground or the full expression of the posture and bend your elbows into Chaturanga Dandasana. And as you inhale, bring your hips forward, closer to your wrists, look up to the sky, keep your shoulder blades together, and as you exhale, roll your feet backwards, downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. If it's needed to bend your knees in order for your back to be straight, go ahead and bend your knees and slowly start extending them, but always keeping the lengthening through your spine. Inhale, look forward, and as you exhale, either bend your knees and float in between your hands or walk your feet towards your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift your chest and your arms up to the sky. Exhale, Samasthiti. And one more time, inhale, bring your arms up to the sky, lengthen through your spine. And as you exhale, forward fold, bring your hands towards the ground. Uttanasana. Inhale, look up. And as you exhale, walk your feet backwards, high plank. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. And lift your hips, push the ground, downward facing dog. Hold it here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, look forward. Bend your knees, look forward, farther away than your hands, and step or foot in between your hands, forward fold. Inhale, lift your arms up to the sky. Samasthiti. One more time. Inhale, lift your arms, creating heat, really warming up our arms, our entire body through sun salutations. Forward fold. Inhale, lengthen through your spine, look up. And as you exhale, bring your hands towards the ground. Step your right foot backwards. Left foot comes backwards as well. High plank. And as you exhale, bend your shoulders, your elbows. Inhale, bring your hips closer to your wrists. Look up to the sky. And as you exhale, lift your hips away from the ground. Downward facing dog. For 1. For 2. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees, step or float in between your hands. Uttanasana. Inhale, lift your arms. Urdhva Hastasana. And as you exhale, Samasthiti. And last one. Inhale, bring your arms up to the sky. Lengthen through your spine. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, look forward. Lengthen through your spine. And as you exhale, place your hands on the ground. Step your right foot backwards, left foot backward, and bend your elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips towards the sky. Now hold it here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees, step or float in between your hands. Forward fold, and as you inhale, lift your arms up to the sky. Urdhva Hastasana. As you exhale, Samasthiti. We're going to go and do 3 sun salutations deep. So, if you're new to it, just follow along. And if you already know them, also follow along. So, bend your knees and Utkatasana. Look up to your hands, bending your knees, keeping your navel in. If you look downward, you can see your toes. And as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, place your hands, step your right foot backwards, left foot comes backwards as well, and bend your elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog, and in that same exhale, step your right foot in between your hands. Place the entire sole of your left foot towards the ground, and inhale, lift your arms, warrior 1. Exhale, frame the right foot, step it backwards, chaturanga, bending your elbows, and as you inhale, push the ground, roll your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, downward facing dog. And in that same exhale, step your left foot in between your hands, place the sole of the right foot towards the ground, and inhale, lift your arms, warrior 1. Exhale, frame your left foot, step it backwards, chaturanga, bend your elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or float in between your hands, forward fold. And as you inhale, bend your knees. Lift your chest and lengthen through your spine, lifting also your arms, extending your elbows, look up and extend your knees, Samasthiti. We're gonna go for one more. So bend your knees, Utkatasana. Bring your arms up to the sky, lifting your chest. And as you exhale, bring your hands towards the ground, forward fold, inhale, look forward. And as you exhale, either step or jump backwards, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. And in that same exhale, step the right foot in between your hands, placing the sole of the left foot towards the ground, plugging it in. Lift your chest, warrior 1. Exhale, frame the right foot, step it backwards, bend your elbows, Chaturanga. Remember, you can always use your knees for every Chaturanga and every Vinyasa. And as you exhale, lift your hips towards the sky, and in that same exhale, step the left foot in between your hands. Plug in towards the ground your right foot and lift your arms towards the sky, lengthen through your spine. Warrior 1. Exhale, frame the left foot. Step it backwards, bend your elbows, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. And for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees, and either step in between your hands, walk your feet between your hands or forward fold. Uttanasana, as you inhale, bend your knees. Utkatasana, lift your chest towards the sky, and Samasthiti. We're gonna do one more, last one. So as you inhale, bend your knees, lift your arms towards the sky, Utkatasana. And as you exhale, extend your knees, forward fold. Inhale, look forward. And as you exhale, you can either step or jump backwards, Chaturanga, bending your elbows. Inhale, look up towards the sky. Press your feet, the ground away from you. Roll your shoulders away from your ears, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, lift your hips towards the sky, downward facing dog. In that same exhale, step the right foot in between your hands, plugging the left foot. Inhale, lift your chest and your arms towards the sky. And as you exhale, frame the right foot, step it backwards. Tabletop position. As you exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, bending your elbows. Inhale, look up towards the sky. And as you exhale, bring your hips towards the sky, downward facing dog. In that same downward facing dog, step the left foot in between your hands, plugging the right foot towards the ground. Inhale, lift your chest and your arms towards the sky. Warrior 1. Exhale, step the left foot backward. Exhale, bend your elbows, Chaturanga. Inhale, look up, press the ground. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Releasing any tension, feeling your breath, your connection to this moment. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees, and either step or float in between your hands. And bend your knees, Utkatasana. And as you exhale, Samasthiti. So now you're gonna open up your feet, hip width apart, and bring your right hand towards your belly and your left hand towards your heart space. Close your eyes. Feel your heartbeat. Feel your energy. Observe how it feels to move your body, how it feels the sensations of your body after these sun salutations. Without really judging, just noticing your presence, noticing this awareness, a moment of blissful awareness. stepping into your mat and just coming and to be present and move. And as you inhale, open up your eyes, lift your arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, bring your hands towards your hips. And then you're going to start walking your hands inside to the level of your sacrum. Your fingers are going to face up in the direction towards your shoulder blades and gently push your hips forward and look up towards the sky. Opening up your chest, engaging your glutes. Inhale, come back up. And now you're going to inhale, lift your arms towards the sky. And on the next exhale, just forward fold and catch your big toes with your big toe, with your pinky fingers, with your index fingers and your middle finger. And catch that big toe. And if you want to bend your knees, you can go ahead and bend your knees. But keep your back straight. So I'm just going to go sideways so you can see. Not like this, but actually lengthen through your spine. And when you bend your knees, you're going to find that lengthening through your spine. Once you have your entire chest and core making contact with your quads, start extending your knees. And say yes with your head. Say no, releasing any tension that you may have. Feeling the heaviness of your head as if something's pulling you towards the ground. And feel really rooted through your feet. I'm going to hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, look up. And as you exhale, step your hands towards the mat. Step your feet backwards, tabletop position. And as you exhale, lower chaturanga. Either with your knees, bending your elbows, or complete chaturanga. We're going to hold it here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and come all the way to the ground. Extend your arms forward. And once your arms are extended forward, you're just only going to lift your arms away from the ground. So you're going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now only your legs, keeping your knees extended. We're going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now extend your arms and knees at the same time. And legs. Keeping your knees extended, you're going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold it here. We're going to roll towards one side without using our arms. And as you exhale, roll backwards to the center of your mat. And roll to the other side. Try not to use your arms or your hands, only your core. And as you exhale, come all the way back to the center of your mat. Bring your hands next to your chest. And as you inhale, upward facing dog. Lift your heart. Look up towards the sky. And you can bend your knees. Come to tabletop position. Curl your toes under. Lift your knees away from the ground. Downward facing dog. Feel your breath. Your energy. Inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky, and as you exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. Keeping your left knee extended. And as if you want to plug in your left heel towards the ground, you're going to inhale and lift your arms up towards the sky, warrior 1. You're going to hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cactus arms, bending your elbows. And now grow from your chest as if someone's pulling you from your chest. Not really involving your sacrum or your lower back, but actually your upper back, and really engage your shoulder blade a little bit closer to your reach for something that's really far away from you. And once you've reached that something that's far away from you, bring your right hand towards the ground. You can also place it a little bit lower below your knee and bring your gaze up. Look up to the sky. Maybe you can focus on your left thumb. And we're gonna hold it here parallel to the right foot and keep flexing the left foot towards the sky. Lift your left arm towards the sky as well. Look up. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. For 3, 2, 1. And exhale, bring the left hand towards the ground. I'm going to keep it diagonal from the right foot. And as you inhale, lift the right arm towards the sky and look up. We're going to go for a twist here in half moon pose. It's a variation. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep engaging your glute. 1. And as you exhale, bring the right hand towards the ground. Step the left foot backwards. Step the right foot backwards. High plank. And as you exhale, bend your elbows. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Keep breathing. Inhale, lift the left foot up towards the sky, and as you exhale, step the left foot in between your hands. Inhale, lift your arms and your chest towards the sky. Warrior 1. Keep breathing. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your elbows, open up, engaging, doing retraction of your scapulas, bringing together your shoulder blades as you're squeezing an imaginary grape and really growing from your chest. Cactus arms, opening up your heart or whatever has to come. Open up to receive the gifts of the universe. Breathe in. Smile, because it is not with your legs, it's not with your face, it's with your legs. And inhale, lift your arms and start twisting your right foot, entering into warrior 2. Bringing your arms in line with your shoulders and keep bending your left knee. Left knee keeps pushing an imaginary wall that's behind you. Rotating, externally rotating your quads. Look to your index finger, and as you exhale, lower your left hand and bring that energy above your left ear. I'm going to hold it here for 5, 4. Use the strength of your core and your legs. This hand is really just touching your right leg, but you're not really putting any pressure onto it. 2, 1. Interlace your hands behind your back and bring the crown of your head towards the ground. I'm going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come back up. Extend your left knee and step the right foot a little bit closer. Inhale, extend your arms and reach for something that's really far away from you. We're going to go for Trikonasana towards the other side. Start bringing the palm of the left hand towards the ground or your block or your leg. Keep lifting your left arm, growing. Feel how you're rooting to rise. You're going to hold it here for 5, 4, really engaging your core. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, use your core to lift your chest up and step maybe a little bit closer to your left foot. Square your hips, your right foot. I'm so sorry, I always get confused with left and right. So square your hips, look forward, and as you inhale, lift your right arm and start reaching for something that's really far away from you. We're going to go for Parivrtta Trikonasana, so into a twist. And really twist from the center of your core. Start pressing the ground. Lift your left arm towards the sky. I'm going to hold it for 5, Or if it's hard to breathe, try to focus on keeping the breath on your upper part of your chest rather than in your belly. 2, 1, and exhale. Frame the left foot. Maybe step it backwards if you don't have enough space to go forward as I do right now. Lift the right foot backwards, flexing your foot, and start lifting your arms forward and pretend or just visualize as if someone's really pulling you from the crown of your head. You're pushing an imaginary wall with your right foot and growing. So if you're creating a T shape with your arms. And on the next exhale, bring the left arm diagonal to your left foot. Keep flexing the right foot and lift your leg up towards the sky as well as your right hand. And we're going to hold it here in Ardha Chandrasana for 5, 4, connecting to your Ujjayi breath, 2, 1, exhale, square your hips, bring your right hand towards the ground, and diagonal to your left foot, and as you inhale, lift the left arm towards the sky, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale, lower, step the right foot backwards, left foot walks backwards as well, Chaturanga Dandasana, bending your elbows, and as you inhale, lift your heart up towards the sky, upward facing dog, and as you exhale, lift your hips towards the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale through your mouth, exhale through your mouth. Breathe in and breathe out. And bring your knees towards the ground. Coming to a tabletop position. And as you inhale, lift your chest up towards the sky. Cow pose. And as you exhale, round your spine. Look towards your navel. Cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. One more time. Look up, melt your chest towards the ground. Exhale, cow. And curl your toes. Lift your knees away from the ground. Walk your hands forward. I'm going to come to a tabletop position and hold it here. Building some core strength. And hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lift your hips towards the sky. Lift your right foot towards the sky, extending your knee. And once you've reached your highest level, start opening up your hips and bringing that foot towards your left glute. Maybe you can look at your foot behind your left shoulder. And as you exhale, bring your right knee towards your chest. Place the right foot, set the right foot in between your hands. And as you inhale, and then you exhale, just drop the left knee towards the ground. Inhale, lift your arms, Anjayanasana. And start really transferring the weight forward. Open up, Katu's arms once again, opening up your chest. Look up towards the sky. And really feel that heart opening. And also, it's a very nice stretch for your psoas and hip flexors. Now try to interlace your fingers behind your back, and that will give you a deeper chest and heart opening. Look up towards the sky. And just lower and release, surrender to this posture a little bit more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bring your hands, place them inside of the mat. Curl your toes of the left foot, lift your knee, and start walking your right foot backwards, tabletop position. And as you exhale, bend your elbows. chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left foot up towards the sky, extending the left knee. Bend your left knee and try to touch your right glute with your left foot. Maybe you can see your toes of your left foot behind your right shoulder. And as you exhale, bring the left knee towards your chest and step the left foot in between your hands. As you exhale, drop your right knee and inhale, lift your chest into Anjayanasana, cactus arms. Keep breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and interlace your fingers behind your back and even open more your chest. Look up towards the sky. Also keeping balance and really engaging your core in order to keep yourself together in this posture. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bring your hands inside. Maybe you can step a little bit out to the outside part of your mat. Your left foot, lift your right knee, and start walking your left foot backwards. Tabletop position. As you exhale, bend your elbows. Chaturanga Dandasana. Remember, you can always use your knees. And as you inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we're going to go for an arm balance. So look forward, and in the next exhale, you're going to bend your knees. And when you inhale, you're going to take a little hop outside of your hands. You're going to enter into Malasana. So bring your elbows and push your knees away from you. And keep your thumbs in the Anahata space, heart chakra. And really push with your elbows outside and your knees push inside your elbows. Keep lengthening through your spine. Feeling your energy. Feel your love. Feel gratitude for this moment, for being here. And interlace your fingers and extend your elbows. And now you're going to bring your right shoulder towards your right knee. And open up. Really twist from the center of your spine. Really twisting, opening up. It's as if your chest wants to look up towards the sky. I'm going to hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and towards the other side. Left elbow comes towards the left knee. Extend your elbows, look up towards the sky for 5, 4. There's always one side that feels a little bit stiffer than the other. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, back to center. Place your hands towards the ground. And keep feeling, if it's in, we're going to go to Bakasana. It's an arm balance, crowd pose. So if it's in your practice, go ahead and do it as you know it. This is the first baby steps for it. So we're going to keep pushing and feeling that opposite forces of our elbows and shoulders pushing our knees away from each other, and our knees wants to bring our elbows together. So we don't want to let that happen, so really pushing, and as we push, we feel that connection that'll give us the balance to enter into this posture. So now place your hands on the ground and really spread your fingers away from each other, feeling the tips of your fingers, and lift your hips also away from the ground. So it's this, and then you're gonna lift your hips away from the ground, really engaging your fingertips. You're gonna lean forward, shifting the weight of your hips all the way towards your face, and you're gonna feel as if you're gonna hit the ground, but we're gonna enter completely towards the posture. So you're gonna keep lifting your hips away from the ground, looking up, and really pointing your toes. You're only gonna lift your left foot away from the ground, pointing your toes. And if it's possible to lift also the right one, you're gonna lift it, and all of a sudden you're in baby crow pose. So you're gonna play with it for a bit, play with the balance. Try lifting one foot first and then the other. I'm just going to play around for a few breaths on the posture. And if it's not possible to lift both of your feet, that's totally okay. Just keep lifting one. You want to hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And switch it up to the other leg. Bringing towards the ground the left foot. And lift away from the ground the right one. I'm going to hold it for 5, 4. Really engage your core. 3, 2, 1, and backwards if you're in your crowd pose. Good for you. And if not, good for you too. The importance of everything is the process and enjoying the journey towards each posture as for anything in life. Now as you exhale, bend your elbows. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And start walking your feet forward. Come to a seated position. Extend your knees. And as you inhale, lift your arms towards the sky. And as you exhale, forward fold. Paschimottanasana, lengthening through your spine, flexing your feet, and really feeling that extension of your hamstrings. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, look up. And as you exhale, bring your hips closer towards your feet and start rolling all the way to your back, bringing your knees closer to your chest. Open up, really keeping your lower back making contact and rooting itself towards the ground as well as your sacrum. Bring your hands towards the arch of your feet. And as if you want to bring your knees towards the ground, you're going to balance one side and to the other. Happy baby, Ananda Balasana. Maybe you can extend one knee. And then the other one. Bring your knees towards your chest and hug them. And bring your feet towards the ground. When a windshield, wipe your knees towards one side and the other, releasing any tension that you might encounter in your lower back. And bring your knees towards your chest, and bring both knees towards one side. I'm dropping them towards the right side. So my gaze is gonna go above the left shoulder. Keep stacking one knee on top of the other one. And it's as if your shoulder really wants to come in touch with the ground. And as you inhale, come back to center. And as you exhale towards the other side, look above your right shoulder. And hold it here for a couple of breaths. 2, 1. Inhale, come back to center. And extend your knees forward. Just dropping your feet towards the sides and leave the palms of your hands facing up to the sky, entering into Shavasana, the final posture. Really feeling this as a gift to absorb the practice. So inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Really absorbing the benefits of the practice. Observing the feeling of your body, making contact with the ground, the mat. Whatever thought comes through your head, it just passes by. Just goes by without judging any emotion, feeling, or thought. It's just what it is, it's just a thought. And for that same reason, it is wisdom, for the simple fact that it can become true
But it is just a thought after all, so just see it as it is and let it go. Releasing your tongue, letting it float inside your mouth, releasing the skin in your face. And you can go ahead and stay here as long as you want. You can keep longer here and just keep embracing and enjoying this nice gift to connect with all that you are in the Shavasana. Or you can start moving, wiggling your toes, the tip of your fingertips, your ankles and your wrists, your legs, and your arms, and bring your arms above your head and really extend yourself all the way from the tip of your toes towards the tip of your hands. Lengthen through your spine, a nice stretch as if you just woke up, and bring the knees towards your chest and hug them. And let yourself sink in towards the right side, giving space for the left side of your body and for your heart to keep expanding. And as you inhale, slowly start coming up to a seated position, keeping your eyes closed, observing how your body feels after the Shavasana, observing the sensations in your head, your thoughts, if something changed or shifted after the practice without judging. Remember your intention. Feel your love, feel your energy that's vibrating, that frequency within you, the frequency of love, the frequency of freedom, joy, and compassion. With this open heart, trusting your